Hey guys, you are watching my channel that is Economics at a Glance, where all the basic concepts of economics will be covered along with its numericals and MCQs. So you are free to ask any of your doubts regarding the topic I will cover here. Well, for more updates, you can follow me in Facebook, Instagram and Telegram, the link I have mentioned here. Okay, so let's get started guys. Well guys, we have covered what is elasticity, different types of elasticity, different measurement methods of elasticity in the previous lectures. So today we will start different numericals and MCQs of elasticity. So let's get started. So first question is, the price of envelope was $3 a box. Jojo was willing to buy 10 boxes with this $3. Now what happens today? The price has gone up to $3.75 a box. And now he is willing to buy 8 boxes only. So find out what is the elasticity of demand and whether it is elastic or inelastic. Okay. So here is the question. Coming to the answer. See, initial price was 3 where he is buying 10. That is quantity 10. Again the new price is $3.75 and the quantity decreased to 8. So we have now P1, P2 and Q1, Q2. This is the formula for getting the elasticity which I have already discussed in the previous lectures. So here change in quantity Q2 minus Q1 here. Q2 minus Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 into P1 divided by Q1. Yes or no? Just match the numbers. Okay. So here is the answer, that is 0.798. Another thing I have to add here, this is the negative sign you have seen. Yes or no? But I have ignored this negative sign in the answer. And you also have to ignore this negative sign in the answer. Why? See, negative sign is ignored here as it only shows the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. See, in the demand law I have told you there is an inverse relationship between the quantity demanded and price. So that inverse relationship is shown by this negative sign and it do not have any other meaning. So we have to ignore this negative sign, and this negative sign is only showing that there is an inverse relationship, and here is the answer, that is 0.798. Okay, 0.798 means it is less than 1. Yes or no? So elasticity, when it will be less than 1? When it is inelastic. Okay, so as elasticity is less than 1, here elasticity of demand is inelastic. Well, how we can know that elasticity is elastic, inelastic, perfectly elastic, unitary elastic? Well, I have covered in this previous lecture, where if you have not seen till now, you can easily access through the link I have mentioned in the description box. Okay. Next is, if elasticity of demand for a buyer is 0.9 and a person buys 4 burger when the price is $1.5 per burger. Okay, so here what happens, we have the value of elasticity. Okay, and initially the person buys 4 burger when the price was $1.5. So how many he will buy when the price is $1 per burger? Getting the point? Initially it was 1.5 price and now it is $1, and initially he used to buy 4 burgers. So how much he will buy now? So P1, P2 and Q1, Q2 you have given here. Now you have to find out what is the value of Q2. How you will find? See, elasticity value you have and all the values P1, P2 and Q1 you have. So put the formula and you can get the answer of Q2. Yes or no? See, elasticity is equals to Q2 minus Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 into P1 by P2. Sorry, P1 by Q1. So just put the all the values 0.9 in place of E, and all this form you have to solve this, and after that you will get the answer, that is x is equals to 5.2. What is this x? We have assumed our new quantity Q2, that is x. So x is 5.2. See, 5.2 burger we cannot have. So let it be a total amount. He will buy 5 burger when the price became $1. Okay, clear? Next is, consider the demand curve, that is dP is equals to 10 minus 3P. Okay, what is the elasticity at price P divided by 3? Okay, when the price is 5 divided by 3, what will be the elasticity if we have the demand equation? See, here demand equation we can also tell that we can also write in this form Q is equals to 10 minus 3P, because demand is also quantity demanded. Yes or no? So quantity demanded is equals to 10 minus 3P. When P is equals to 5 by 3, we can put the value of P here so that we can get the answer of Q. So Q is equals to 10 minus 3 whole into 5 by 3. The answer will be 5. So here we have both the value of quantity and price. Now we will differentiate this Q with respect to P. Why we will differentiate? Because this change in Q divided by change in P we will require to find out elasticity. This change in Q by change in P is nothing but differentiating Q with respect to P, that is dQ by dP, as you have all studied in your plus 2 classes and all like maths. Okay, so derivative of 10 minus 3P divided by dP, so T 10 we will take one side and this 3P another form. Okay, so the derivative of any constant number is 0 minus, we will take this 3 which is constant outside, derivative of P with respect to P. So dP by dP it will be 1. 0 minus 3, so your answer will be minus 3. Okay, so we have got the value of change in Q divided by change in P. Now we know that elasticity value is change in quantity divided by change in price into P by Q. So here change in quantity divided by change in price value we have got, that is minus 3, into P value is 5 by 3 and Q we have calculated it is 5. So here we can do the calculation and the answer got minus 1. Well, you have to ignore this negative sign. So here the elasticity is unitary elastic demand and the negative sign denotes that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Fine? Getting the question? Okay, next is suppose the price elasticity of demand for a good is minus 0.2. If there is a 5% increase in the price of good, by what percentage will the demand of good go down? Getting the concept here, why minus has been mentioned? Because when there will be increase in price, it has been already mentioned that the demand will go down. Okay, so this inverse relationship due to this negative sign. See, so we have to find out that what is the percentage change in quantity when the percentage change in price is 5. So what is the price elasticity of demand? Here it is given 0.2. What is the formula to get elasticity? Percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in price. So elasticity value 0.2 it is given. Percentage change in quantity demanded we have to find out, and percentage change in price it is given 5. So we can find out here that the percentage change in quantity is 1. That means percentage fall in demand is 1%. What does that mean? See, demand for the piece of the good now will fall by 1% if there is 5% increase in the price of good. Okay, getting the question? Okay, next one. The demand for a product is income elastic. Okay, it has been already written that it is income elastic with an elasticity coefficient 3.5. Okay, so it is greater than 1, so obviously it will be elastic. Now if there is a 15% increase in income, what must the increase in demand be? That means here also percentage increase in income has been given. We have to find out that what is the percentage increase or decrease in the quantity demand. Fine. Okay, so income elasticity of demand is given by the following formula. See, percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in income. We have already covered in the previous lectures the formula. Okay, so in consequence what happens, income elasticity of demand is 3.5. it is given, and the formula is percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So we have the value of income elasticity 3.5 here, and we will put the value, all the values, and finally we got the answer that the change in percentage change in quantity will be 52.5. Okay, see what happens here. Regarding income elasticity problems, when you found the answer, how you will interpret? If the good is normal, because we have not mentioned anything regarding the good, yes or no? So if we will write here, if the good is normal, then 15% increase in income will increase the demand by 52.5%. Okay, because when income increases, our demand increases. But if the good is inferior good, the increase in income will reduce the quantity by 52.5%. Getting the answer? See, if normal good, when income increases, our consumption will increase, so it will increase the demand. But if it is the inferior good, when our income increases, why we will go for consuming that inferior good? We will shift to any normal good, so it will reduction by 52.5%. Okay, see next. A person chooses to purchase 30 units of a good when his income is 30,000. But when his income has increased to 50,000, then he chooses to purchase 50 units of that same good. Find out the income elasticity of demand. Here you just have to put the formula and get the answer. So your percentage change in price here is 2 by 3. Okay. And percentage change in quantity is also 2 by 3. Here I have calculated, you can see here. Okay, and the elasticity of demand for income is percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So 2 by 3 divided by 2 by 3, it is 1. So elasticity here is 1. And what is 1? Because it is unitary elastic. Next, if the price of coffee rises from rupees 45 per 250 grams to rupees 55 per 250 grams, okay, per pack. As a result, the consumer's demand for tea increases from 600 to 800 packs. Then find out the cross elasticity of demand for tea. See, here we are calculating the cross elasticity of tea means we will assume the quantity for tea, but price we will do for related commodity, because two types of commodities are here, coffee and tea. That means it will be a cross elasticity problem where it has already mentioned also. So we are measuring about tea means it will be quantity we will measure of tea, and price of related commodities means we will consider the price of coffee. Fine. Okay, so put the formula and get the answer. Change in quantity, percentage change in quantity of tea we have measured here, like Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q1, that is 1 by 3 we got. And change, percentage change in price we have calculated here, like P2 minus P1 divided by P1, that is 2 by 9 we got. And find out elasticity, 1 by 3 divided by 2.9 as per this formula, and the answer is 1.5. Okay, 1.5 is greater than 1, so here our elasticity is relatively elastic. Okay, fine. Okay, so we are done with price elasticity numericals, income elasticity numericals, and cross elasticity numericals. So this is arc elasticity, how we will measure arc elasticity. See, arc elasticity formula, what I have told you. Okay, we will deal with that. Before that, see, it is a graph, it is a straight line, and on the straight line different points are there. So find out the arc elasticity of the following segments, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, H, A, C, C, F, D, E, A, C and B, D. I have told you arc elasticity has always been found between 2 points. So between A, B, between C, D, between E, F, A. Okay. So first just find out, let's see how we will find A, B. A, B means between A and B. Here Q2, A, B is second, A is first. It is coming in that form. So we will take Q1 is 3000, P1 is 60, Q2 is 2800 and P2 is 70. Okay, fine. So in this form you can take reverse also, Q1, P1, Q2, P2, but it is fine. But the same form you have to take everywhere. Fine. So here our Q2 is 2800, Q1 is 3000, P2 is 70 and P1 is 60. So let's check what is the answer. See, the formula to get elasticity is change in quantity divided by change in price into P bar divided by Q bar. What is P bar? Average of P That is P1 plus P2 by 2. And what is Q bar? Q1 plus Q2 by 2. That will give rise to average quantity. Okay. So in case of AB here, I have told you Q2 minus Q1 divided by P2 minus P1, and it will into P bar, that is P1 plus P2 divided by 2, divided by Q bar, that is Q1 plus Q2 divided by 2. So find out the answer and check the answer whether your answer is matched with my answer or not. Okay, so here we got AB is equals to 0.4. 0.4 means it is inelastic. Okay, and next is CD. Same formula we will follow in every cases and check the answer whether your answer is matched with the answer or not. Okay, so using the same formula, try to find out all the elasticity values for every point, that is between A and B, between C and D, between E and F, between G and H, and between A and H. Okay, same formula you will use. Here also between AC, CF, DE, AC and BD, you will use this formula and try to find out the answer in every cases. Okay, so these are all about the numerical problems. Now moving to MCQs. Some MCQs. So first we will see, in case of a straight line demand curve meeting the two axes, that is x-axis and y-axis, the price elasticity of demand at the midpoint of the line would be, always the demand at midpoint is 1. I have told you in point elasticity it will be unitary elastic. Okay, so next is identify the factor which generally keeps the price elasticity of demand for a good low. Okay, so price elasticity of a good is low because of its low price. Why? Because its price is low, that means we are expending very less income for that. So even its price increase by a small amount or large amount, it will not affect our income spending. Just I have discussed in the previous lecture what are the factors affecting elasticity. There I have mentioned that the good whose price is low, it is less elastic. Okay. Next is identify the coefficient of price elasticity of demand when the percentage increase in the quantity of good demanded is smaller than the percentage fall in its price. See, percentage change in quantity is smaller than percentage change in price. That means it is inelastic. So elasticity value will be less than 1. Okay. Then if the demand for a good is inelastic, that means E less than 1, an increase in its price will cause the total expenditure of the consumer of the good to increase, because in total outlay expenditure method I have told you, when the elasticity is inelastic, when price increases, total expenditure increases. When price decreases, total expenditure will decrease. So the same concept applied here. Now the next one is, which one of the following 4 possibilities results in an increase in total consumer expenditure? Okay, so total consumer expenditure will increase in the case where demand is elastic and price will fall. Price will fall means people will go for expending more because demand is elastic here, and people will expending more means the total consumption expenditure will increase. Yes or no? Next is the price elasticity of demand is defined as the responsiveness of quantity demanded to a change in price. This is the definition I have already covered. Next one is the decrease in price will result in an increase in total revenue. Okay, price will decrease but total revenue will increase if the percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than the percentage change in price. Why? Because this is the case of where elasticity is relatively elastic. In that case only we find this situation, price decreases but total revenue increases. Yes or no? So this is the answer. The next one is, a straight line demand curve with a negative slope intersects the horizontal axis at 100 turns per week. At the midpoint of the demand curve, well, midpoint means don't think about anything, answer will be 1. Next is an increase in price will result in an increase in the total revenue. Increase in price, our revenue will also increase. So it will be an inelastic demand or inelastic elasticity. So the percentage change in quantity demanded is less than the percentage change in price. Okay. Next is a 10% increase in quantity of spinach demanded results from a 20% decline in its price. Okay, so price elasticity will be change in quantity by change in price, 10 by 20, the answer will be 0.5. A 20% increase in the quantity of pizza demanded results from a 10% decline in its price. So here the price elasticity of demand is 2, 20 by 10. Fine. Okay. Next one is, suppose the rise in the price of peaches from $5.5 to $6.5 per bushel decreases the quantity demanded from 12,500 to 11,500. So what is the price elasticity of demand? Put the formula and get the answer. Your answer is 0.5. Next is the fall in price of lemon from $10.5 to $9.5 per bushel increases the quantity demand from 19,200 to 20,800. Here also calculation of price elasticity. Check your answer. Your answer is 0.8. The price elasticity of demand is 5. Elasticity value is given. So if 10% increase in price results in dash decrease in the quantity demanded. This type of calculation also I have done. So check your answer. Answer will be 50. Next question is, suppose that the quantity of root beer demanded declines from 1,03,000 gallons per week to 97,000 gallons per week as a consequence of 10% increase in the price of root beer. The price elasticity of demand will be how much? Here you have to find out first the percentage change in quantity, then use the formula and you will get the answer. Price elasticity will be 0.6. Okay. So next one, the price elasticity of demand can range between, well, the range is 0 to infinity. Okay. Next is the price elasticity is between 0 and 1. So it will be inelastic. I have covered here this one, like if it is 0 to 1, what it will be. If it is 1, then what it will be. If it is 1 to infinity, what it will be. So it is inelastic here. Next is a good with a vertical demand curve has a demand vertical. That means zero elasticity, which we have studied perfectly inelastic demand. Okay. Next is a 10% increase in income has caused a 5% decrease in the quantity demanded. So here the income elasticity is 0.5. Calculate and check the answer whether it is right or not. If it is wrong, if you found it wrong, then mention in the comment box. I will clear your doubts. Next is goods whose income elasticity are negative are called inferior goods. Why negative? Because when our income increases, we will go for consuming less of this kind of goods. Okay, so there it is negative. Next is the income elasticity of demand is high, obviously for luxuries, because in case of luxury, if our income increases, we will purchase more of that. Yes or no? Like laptop, iPhone. Next is, if a good A and B are complements, the cross elasticity of demand will be 3. Complement means bread and butter. If price of bread will increase, quantity will decrease. If quantity demand of bread will decrease, quantity demand of butter will also decrease. So if price of bread will increase, quantity demand of butter will decrease. That means negative relation. Yes or no? So the answer here is negative in case of complement. Always remember, cross elasticity of demand between the complement is negative and between two substitute it will be positive. Next question. The cross elasticity of demand between Coca-Cola and Pepsi. See, Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, they are substitutes. So here what happens? The answer is the cross elasticity will be positive because they are substitutes. Always remember, because it is very important question for the JRF and other competitive exams. The elasticity is cross elasticity is negative for the complements and positive for the substitutes. Okay. So with this, all the numericals and MCQs are over. If you have any doubt, ask in the comment box. It's very free to you. Okay. And very soon I will come with my next lecture. Till then, thank you so much, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.